Germany was in the crowd. They could shoot, and it's in!
That guy Fran, he gets inside and gets a shot past the goalkeeper. Wonderful work from Fran.
Over the right side, the shot and the goal!
South Florida, home to today's Florida South Regional Semifinal between North Miami Island Soccer Academy and Plantation Rush, as we welcome you to FIU Soccer Stadium on a balmy night. A little bit of drizzles in South Florida near the Atlantic Ocean, and we're just moments away from today's contest. Glad you're with us, Spencer Bohm, live on Vader Media. The UPSL fall playoffs continue. Some of the national spots, actually a lot of the national spots, have been clinched already, but we are still working through the Florida South bracket. And the winner of that will play against the to-be-determined Florida West winner as well. So North Miami comes into this game, had a thrilling victory against City Soccer FC. We'll talk more about that in a bit. Plantation Rush, 2-1 win over Miami United FC. Again, the winner will play for the final next Saturday. The final in the region. 32-team playoff that will commence in January, early February. We'll wrap up in January, early February. And there is your bracket for that regional final. Hard to believe we're here already. Feels like not too long ago we were working the spring season finals in the hot summer months. As teams huddle and get ready to go. Do believe these teams have already met this year, but we'll talk about that more later. Here's North Miami's lineup. Stevenson, Etienne, Geffrard, Jean-Pierre, Vitelis, Noel, Pierre, Delva, Danielson, Elise, and Ben Scheib. Niall Elise, the man of the match from North Miami's last contest. And we take a look at Plantation's lineup. Bittner, Truniger, Ogaville, Cabrera, Ford, Gallego, Almeida, Sannon, Pownall, McCrary, and Lopez. John Francisco Bucci, the head coach. And teams preparing for the international walkout. Running just a little bit behind schedule, but not too much. It is 75 degrees. The humidity is at 80%. Light rain in the forecast, at least for now. All in all, a pretty nice night for the United Premier Soccer League here in South Florida. It appears that Plantation Rush, are wearing the blue jerseys, North Miami in the teal kits. And looks like we are about set to go. And again, this is winner take all for a spot in the final. Single elimination. We are underway. Live on a 75-degree evening in Miami, Florida. Again, Plantation Rush controlling here with the blue uniforms, and already an early direct attack. Not much going there for Rush. North Miami Islands Soccer Academy wearing the orange and I guess you could say Miami Dolphins blue uniforms, and Plantation Rush wearing the more standard blue kits there on your screen. Some patience here on the back line from North Miami to start. And you see Shadane Lopez attempting there from outside the attacking third, trying to set something up. But ultimately nothing going there. This one will be teed off here by North Miami. Should be Judler Delva there, who's starting, I believe, for North Miami Island. Sannon trying to work the sideline, and still with it. Some tight coverage there. We'll work the outlet back close to midfield. Another fight for the ball. Lopez trying to get in there as well. And nothing going. Sannon will throw this one in. Comes the long throw in, somewhat close to the corner, headed away. Now let's see who touched that. This will result, it would seem, in a corner here in the 4th minute. And indeed it will be. They just had to go track down the loose ball. And this to be taken by number 17, Sean Sannon. Lines it low and skips across the face of the goal with no real contact and no real threat there from Plantation Rush. So a 5th minute corner and our first really significant set piece. Into the first 4.5 minutes of action. And boy, they could have gotten Olmedo on a foul there, potentially. There was a little bit of contact on the play, but ultimately here with the back line with Dennelson for North Miami. Number 2. Sannon out by the wing and unable to break through the defense there. And let's see where they spot this set piece and who gets it. It will be a free kick for North Miami, so no harm done there right by the penalty box. Always want to avoid too much commotion over there, but ultimately no harm done here against North Miami ISA. North Miami's coming off a thrilling win. They were down 3-0 in the first half, down a man as well, and ended up taking home a 5-4 victory to keep their season alive. The man of the match, Niall Elizi, 4 goals, including the game winner. Here's a take from distance. Shadani Lopez. So put that in the book here in the 7th minute. And that would appear to be our first real look there at the cage, but it sails away from it. And the goal kick taken short, as North Miami content, at least for the moment, to work with the back line. Now they'll try something more direct. Operating on the touchline. They'll sneak it ahead. This is a great sequence here down the pitch, and of course, as I say that, the Rush defense, they come in with a 2-on-1 there to make the stop. But North Miami, they were moving the ball pretty effectively there. but just stopped there as they were looking for the attacking third. So far, feels like through these first several minutes that Plantation Rush have been the better attacking team, though it is early. And obviously anything can happen up to this point. That ball is headed away. Rush will take advantage of a more choppy sequence than what we saw from North Miami moments ago. Sannon slated to engineer the inbound throw, taking his time. You have to wonder who strikes first, how the other team will defend. That is a fantastic throw and almost set up for a crack at it. And if North Miami's not careful, this could be a corner. And that does appear to be the case. Corner number 2 for Plantation Rush. So they've had a shot already, and they've had a couple of set pieces from over by the corner. This one in the 9th. And so far this offense humming a little bit better here in the early going. Nice takeaway by North Miami, as they'll try to press the issue the other way. They've got some numbers available and a slide to stop the progression. That is a very nice defensive play for Rush. They stopped that perfectly, much like the last time that North Miami threatened a couple of minutes ago. Things looking promising for the home team and ultimately coming up empty. Chance for Pownall. Tagged up there in a one-on-one. As Rush continue the offensive pressure. Pownall again. Offloads to Sannon. Now Lopez looking for space in the box. And it is just cleared back out. And the transition offense for North Miami will go back to work again. And finally, we'll get a chance to put this ball into the box, as this has roughly been the area where the last couple of successions for North Miami have been stalled. So they get the throw in. On the plus side, and able to find an open Jean-Pierre in space. Try the cross. Blocked away. But finally, the North Miami offense able to put the back line on notice. Didn't last very long. Now you can see them trying to pressure some of these back linesmen for Rush. And this time to no avail, at least for the moment, as the keeper will go direct. Chance, left side of the box, and a shot taken softly there. Skips a little bit, routine save made. And finally, and appears that was taken by 17, which would be Maycool Georgi Metellus. So a 12th minute shot that gets saved. Ooh, and another threatening sequence there down on the attacking third for North Miami. These teams trying to strike first in this win or go home game. Take another look at the follow-up to that shot moments ago. That one is lasered out there from the right side. Not entirely sure who took it. Might have been Metellus again. But this 12th, 13th minute area has looked very favorable for the home team. Olmedo unsuccessfully attempting to cross midfield. Try the through ball. Looking there on the play for Metellus again. That time it's defended well by the keeper. Try Gefrard. It would ultimately have to collapse to the back line again. Chance from the right side now. They look for the cross into the box, cleared away. It's time Noel. Now to Metellus, who's been active here over the last few minutes on that offensive end. Already a look on goal tonight. Tries to send it into somebody there forward, and it's batted away by the keeper. We'll take another look at the play there. Look at the patience, the poise that he has. And able to draw the first corner. This one will be taken in the 15th minute here for North Miami. We've already seen a couple for Plantation Rush. We'll see how this wind affects it. You can see it blowing pretty strongly left to right, maybe with a slight bias away from the net from this end of the field. Just based on the way the flag is going, that corner will be defended well. We've seen teams kind of trade momentum. Good start to this defensive battle so far. Nothing too scary yet. We did see Metellus put one on target, and he has been heavily involved for the North Miami offense. On the other side, Lopez with a crack at it, high and probably wide as well for Rush's Lopez, number 15. Other than that, for the most part, pretty quiet in terms of chances here tonight. Local time is 6:23 in Miami, Florida. And both these teams with close wins to advance to this point, and this is the semifinal for the regional playoff, the Florida South Regional Playoff. Winner has a chance to go to the national tournament. That determination would take place next week for the Florida South Final. Surprised we haven't called Elise's name much yet. 4 goals in the win last weekend for North Miami. Well, I tell you, they had their backs against the wall in a way that is hard to describe. You're down 3-0, you're down a man after a red card. To have that kind of comeback, truly remarkable. Meanwhile, Rush have a chance here to set up a throw-in close to the penalty box. Spisanen, we've called him a lot on this side on throw-ins, set pieces. And defended by Metellus. And again, that transition offense for North Miami attempting to create something there. Olmedo. Nice play, though, on the redirect. McCrary with a bounce off a marker. As Rush trying to regain its footing after a pleasant start offensively. Have to be careful here. North Miami is threatening. Ball is dropped down in front of Sannon. A fight for the rebound off the loose ball. You saw Paulson Pierre for North Miami trying to defend, and ultimately this ball will be placed real close to the corner. Don't think it crossed over the end line, but still. Official over there on that near sideline having a conversation with somebody. Obviously, your emotions are going to run a little bit higher. This game means everything for both of these teams. Quick tie of the shoe. Another Sannon long throw in. This will operate similarly to a corner kick. It is going to be headed out of the box. Should be last touched by North Miami, though, which would bring up corner number 3 here in this first half for Rush. And should ensue here in the 20th minute. And who else? 17 in blue. He's been responsible for the throw-ins on this side. He'll take this corner. Lets it go. And nobody home. Again, have to wonder how much the wind might be affecting the trajectory of the ball off of those set pieces. Well, glad you're with us if you're just joining us here on Vader Media. I'm Spencer Bohm, bringing you today's commentary. Thank you to our incredible camera production crew as we go through yet another scintillating season of the United Premier Soccer League. North Miami and Plantation Rush both playing for a spot in the regional final that will take place next Saturday. Mid-70s here in Miami. On a windy night with a slight chance for perhaps some precipitation. Doesn't seem to be anything too egregious though, if so. Pierre working the near sideline. They'll trade it back to him. Jean-Pierre collapses it to the back line. Try to push it into the box. And a goal kick coming up here for Plantation Rush. A swaying of offensive momentum. during this first half. Rush's offense, they looked better. In the early going, North Miami had some transition opportunities and took a couple cracks at it as well. And Rush was able to set up more opportunities, more throw-ins on the right sideline after that. They had 2 corners before the offense for North Miami woke up, and then afterwards, when they kind of took back over, we saw another corner. So 3 corners for Plantation Rush, and so far, I believe just 1 for North Miami. Pretty balanced start to this game so far. Doesn't appear the possession was a little bit more smooth, if you will, for North Miami as they try to set up Ben Shaib there in the box. That was a dangerous look. And North Miami has an opportunity to try again from midfield. Anise Jerby, the head coach for Plantation. Oh, let's see where they call this. Oh boy. Referee may issue a booking. It was a transition opportunity. And I think that was 10 there for Rush. Pownall, who was in transition looking for the coast-to-coast chance. This ball will be spotted just outside the box. Huge chance here for Rush to take the early lead. Will Rush go for goal, or will they set up an assist instead? I do believe this is Sannon taking it. I'll confirm when I can. The soccer ball does not want to stay where it is with the wind. Looks like we should be ready to go. And the 26th. That one is knocked away. Really good opportunity there. And a fantastic, fantastic stop by North Miami. High throw-in. Dangerous spot right in front of the net. Ball caroms up into the sky and dies out along the end line with last contact. Oh, there was a foul. This ball was going the other way. Thought for a second we would get another corner, but the referee has stopped play. And an infraction of sorts that will result in North Miami taking a direct ball crossing the midfield stripe. That is a sequence that doesn't last very long, as Rush attempt to put McCrary in position to take it up the gut. But instead, a foul. Here's Noel. 14 there for North Miami. Seen a couple of shots on target tonight. Again, Rush were very close, if not for a fantastic save on a free kick from outside the box. This could be 1-0. Just over midway through our allotted 45 minutes prior to stoppage time, of course. Set piece for Rush, and ultimately it's taken away there by the keeper. I'll just call that one a pass, as it was put there yards away from the net, but there were numbers forward as well. So still scoreless, just under half an hour into this match. Florida South semifinals. Both of these teams are 2 victories away from a trip to the round of 32. Oh, a little bit of a shove there, perhaps from Jean-Pierre. No call, though. And defended well by Rush. Lopez in transition. And maybe the closest one to potentially be set up for an attack would have been McCrary. But ultimately nothing going there for Rush, as they have a short-lived journey down the field. High cross sent out to the right side of the box, and boy, this soccer ball is allergic to the penalty area tonight. It's not staying in there very long. North Miami, coached by Jeff Nicholas. Again, Anis Jerby for Plantation Rush. Looks like we may have a set piece coming up here for Rush in the 31st minute. Direct ball from North Miami. No surprise to see Metellus attempting to create something there from that left side on the attacking third, but ultimately this ball will be tossed in by the other 17 out there on the pitch today. Called both of their names quite a few times down here in South Florida. Ball is dropped just there across midfield. Lopez. Gallego, and a tough collision there just outside the penalty area. Gallego seems to be a little bit slow to get up. Woo! Doesn't appear that either one is too severely shaken up. Just need a chance to catch everybody's bearings here. I don't really know what the call was, so we'll see if this is a free kick for Rush. It is another Another dangerous set piece from just outside the penalty box. We saw the last one almost go in, but it was also taken straight up. This one is more from a diagonal direction. Keyshawn Pownall will be taking it. Here for Rush. The Jamaican. No surprise to see some wonderful international representation here today. Pownall ultimately takes the cross. The header falls wide. Another good look, though, for Rush. This was set up really well. And can't exactly tell who takes that one, but really good opportunity there for Rush to score. And you can just feel that even though it's still 0-0, that some of that momentum has swung here toward the road team tonight. They had an opportunity on a free kick back in the 26th, so this one about 8 minutes or so later. Metellus getting used to calling his name, and he almost, well, let's see. Yeah, that one took a bounce off of the pole, but stayed on the wrong side. Bolson Pierre will throw it in. Pierre again trying to line it to the near side of the area. Set piece coming up. Teams trading opportunities here tonight. And no surprise, you go down to your Final Four in this region, you're going to see some of your best. Less than 10 minutes until we reach stoppage time. Does anybody have an answer here in this first half, in this defensively fueled battle between North Miami and Plantation Rush? Paulson Pierre once again for a throw-in, this time farther back than his last one. This could be a chance from out near the top of the box. His ball has kind of bounced around a bit, and ultimately Rush have come up with it for the time being. Another physical altercation and a set piece for Rush. Looks like that foul may have been against Yvonette Noel. Long free kick. Pushed away, ultimately. And an empty sequence there for Rush. Another chance. They've got some numbers forward. It is a resilient defense, though, on that effort. The North Miami Island Soccer Academy. Sannon. Long ball looking for McCrary there on the attack. He's been one of those numbers forward that we've called a couple of times tonight for Rush. This will simply set up another goal kick. North Miami. Noel pushing it into the box. Bench high, fighting for real estate along the end line, and looks like we've got a corner. This should be the second for North Miami. We've seen 3 so far for Rush. They have the first 2 in this match. These teams trying to avoid going into the halftime break with a 0-0 tie. Ball zooms out there in front of the net. Got a chance here for Giffardo. Oh, just some stumbling there from Noel as he attempts to set up a play from the center, but ultimately nothing there. We'll have to reset from the back line in midfield. Closest we've really seen to somebody scoring tonight was that 26th minute take from outside the penalty box. Again, I want to say it was Sannon. Could have also been Pownall, but I thought I saw a 7 there on the second digit. And he placed it really well to the right side of the net, but was just knocked away by the keeper. A fantastic play. And still knotted up, 0-0. Chance for McCrary! And North Miami fortunate that that wasn't more disastrous than it could have been. Look at how they set up number 9 there, middle of your screen so well. Keeper comes out. And I wonder if maybe, oh man, that was so close. You have to wonder if maybe the keeper coming out and getting in the way just disrupted the direction just enough to prevent McCrary from scoring. Carlos McCrary. Despite the scoreline there, it has been a fun one. Defenses have played really well, but there have been those exciting moments that make you catch your breath. We ultimately have to credit both of these defenses here this evening. Pierre. Nice patience from the North Miami offense. Trying to force anything too early. Rush in transition, though. McCrary made noise moments ago. Looks for the sideways touch. Ball taken from distance and bounces off of the American football goalpost. Whew. There's a nice take right there. Not sure who had it, but possession seems to be better for North Miami. They get a lot more touches. But the opportunities to score have been better for Rush tonight. Feels like that's really been the story here. Saw some of the early momentum swings as well. And this feels like the kind of match. Oh, and that, let's see. I don't think they called a foul. We're going to play on. Metellus crosses to the top of the box. Opportunity here for a shot. There are a lot of numbers defending, though. Metellus has to reset, spin around. Again, this patience by North Miami. Ricocheted away. That was a nice crack at it. So close there from Yvonette Noel. I was just saying how I felt like Rush had at least slightly better opportunities tonight, but I was also going to say before that play how even this game feels as Metellus tries for the header off the set piece. As we get very close to stoppage time in South Florida. Like I said, this has been a fun one. No doubt. Evenly matched at the end of the day. There have been discrepancies in style of play, but both of these teams have come devastatingly close to adding the first goal. So no stoppage. We will go right to halftime in Miami, Florida. North Miami Island Soccer Academy 0. Same thing for Plantation Rush. We'll take a break here for halftime. You're watching the UPSL Regional Playoffs on Vader Media.
Once again, the cross. They could shoot, and it's in!
That guy Fran, he cuts inside and gets a shot past the goalkeeper. Wonderful work from Fran.
Out over the right side. The shot and the goal. Marti, Nico con la shoot, recovery, once again the cross, they could shoot, and it's in!
That guy Fran, he cuts inside and gets a shot past the goalkeeper. Wonderful work from Fran.
Out over the right side, the shot and the goal! Marti, Nico con la shoot, recovery, once again the cross, they could shoot, and it's in!
That guy Fran, he cuts inside and gets a shot past the goalkeeper. Wonderful work from Fran.
Out over the right side, the shot and the goal! Marti, Nico con la shoot, recovery, once again the cross, they could shoot, and it's in!
That guy Fran, he cuts inside and gets a shot past the goalkeeper. Wonderful work from Fran.
Out over the right side, the shot and the goal! Marti, Nico con la shoot, recovery, once again the cross, they could shoot, and it's in!
That guy Fran, he cuts inside and gets a shot past the goalkeeper. Wonderful work from Fran.
side. The shot and the goal. Martin, Nico Polac with the recovery. Once again the cross. They could shoot and it's in.
As that goes round, he cuts inside and gets a shot past the goalkeeper. Wonderful one from Brad.
Pass over the right side. The shot and the goal. Martin, Nico Polac with the recovery. Once again the cross. They could shoot and it's in.
As that goes round, he cuts inside and gets a shot past the goalkeeper. Wonderful one from Brad.
Pass over the right side. The shot and the goal. Martin, Nico Polac with the recovery. Once again the cross. They could shoot and it's in.
As that goes round, he cuts inside and gets a shot past the goalkeeper. Wonderful one from Brad.
Pass over the right side. The shot and the goal. Martin, Nico Polac with the recovery. Once again the cross. They could shoot and it's in.
As that goes round, he cuts inside and gets a shot past the goalkeeper. Wonderful one from Brad.
Pass over the right side. The shot and the goal.
Let's begin our second half here between North Miami Island Soccer Academy, Plantation Rush. As we welcome you back to live coverage of the UPSL playoffs for the fall season here on Fader Media. Back underway. We've seen each team threaten. One really good chance per side, some other chances as well, but even at Noel firing one that appeared to go off the woodwork. That was for North Miami. We saw Rush have an attempt from outside the box at the center that was saved. Really nice shot on target. Could have made it 1-0. And despite this blank scoreboard in South Florida tonight, evenly matched. DeAndre Ford can't control by the near sideline. Gimme Stevenson to Giffrard. And ultimately sent back to the keeper. Chance for Metellus. He fires it in front of the net. There was a one-on-one there just yards away from the cage. And that is a nice early opportunity here in the 47th minute for North Miami to strike first. Head coach for North Miami, Andre Antoine. Strong Haitian presence on this roster. Again, like I said, both rosters representing the international soccer community well here tonight.
That's scary.
Another chance. North Miami was attempting to strike earlier. Just moments ago. Looked to set up a cross. Was defended well. And they have it again. Working with the attacking third. As that ball bounces out along the end line. The long direct ball came from 15 there for North Miami. Rudelinks St. Just. Ultimately, though, a goal kick here for Plantation. Here's the direct ball from Rush. Ooh, player falls down. That. I thought they were going to stop play and get a set piece ready. As pressure there from Rush. Once again, getting close to the opening goal. Boy, Plantation Rush with some of the opportunities that North Miami have had in these first few minutes of our second installment. They got close. That was Christian Messias, number 11 for Rush. They'll try to work it out to the left side again. McCrary, we called his name a couple of times during that first installment. But ultimately nothing going there that time for Rush. Some pressure here on North Miami's back line. They'll be awarded the throw-in. gone over 50 minutes without a ball put in the back of the net. That is a misdirected ball. I think they were, looks like they were attempting to find the ETN or St. Just. But either way, Sias will throw it in. Far sideline, you see that wind. Got a couple fans with umbrellas for the light precipitation that has been in this area. Not much of it, if at all at times, but nonetheless, not the driest conditions, but kickoff temperature was in the mid-70s. It's a pretty good cross there, but well defended. Couple of collisions, and we'll play on. Chance to put the ball into the box and get a good look. They'll wave that one off too. And now an opportunity for North Miami in transition. That's Messias who defends it well, goes tumbling out of bounds. With Stevenson there in the coverage. A little bit slow to get up here. Free kick from the touchline, and ultimately Rush will work with its back line. The second half started with an opportunity for North Miami to get an early cross into the box, and that was defended well. Felt like they had the momentum to begin the half, and Rush, though, have put the pressure on since then. Referee will need to spot this ball. North Miami content to work on its back third for now. Again, we've seen a lot of patience from them tonight in their offensive scheme. Will it pay off, though? Down all, right up the center. Looking for McCrary. Messias. One-on-one, left side of the 18. Ball's cleared. That is another scary moment created by the Rush offense. They'll have to reset, though. And as this match wears on, becomes slightly more surprising that we haven't had one put in the back of the net. The big reason for that is the lines tonight for both sides have been resilient. They don't give up good looks on target, which has been the case tonight like that. They'll allow you to take the cross, put the ball in the box even, but it doesn't take long before it is defended as it needs to be. Still a lot of time left in this one, though. You have to wonder if somebody starts to wear out. Ball is chipped into the box, but stoppage of play before then. Ooh, some sliding and tumbling there. A man down right now for North Miami. Can't really see what the number is here, but able to get up, which is good news. And now a chance for North Miami to set something up off of a set piece. They've struggled to possess as much in this half. Will they have an opportunity here? Off the free kick, that ball is placed just about perfectly. North Miami strikes first. And who else but Nael Alizi, the hero of the last match, taking it off of the cross. And he, I believe, was the one who had gotten briefly injured moments ago, but turned out to be nothing more than a quick setback. 4 goals in North Miami's last contest. For Elise, that was a team that was down a man, was down 3-0 in the first half, but found an answer. Wow. A game that has had an ebb of flow, a change in momentum, and a few show-stopping moments, but none bigger than that one. As the wind is blowing the ball right now, once again, the elements tonight slightly challenging. Not too challenging for Elise to net another. Winner of this match plays in the Florida South Region Final. And look at this, North Miami wasting no time, attempting to attack again. Possession wasn't working as well for them, so they were the beneficiaries of a set piece there. Now let's see what they have here in their bag of tricks. And to extend the lead. And if you're Rush, no room for panic. You still have over half an hour pending stoppage time as well to at least try and equalize this one. And if you're Rush, you have had opportunities. And if you stick with the script, may only be a matter of time. Again, the fatigue could be another factor as well in this one. But we will see. Lots of time left for anything to happen. But what a remarkable finish, though, and a remarkable story in this postseason for number 10 for North Miami. Metellus. Looks like advantage was called there, and now Rush are looking for an opportunity across midfield. Oh, a yellow card has been shown. And it looks like they pointed that at, let's see. I can see the player, I think it is. Not entirely sure. North Miami. A spark after that opener in the 57th by Lisi. They can feel it as they try to add on. They've got numbers up. Lisi taps it out, and may that have last touched his marker? If so, it would be a corner for North Miami. As we will wait and see here. Nobody is collapsing the other way like you would usually have on a goal kick. So they will retrieve this loose ball here from behind the net. And indeed, corners have been relatively even today. Really, that's just the story of this match. The only thing that's not even is the scoreboard. And even then, the scoreboard in many ways does tell the story of the night. Great chances for both of these teams. Really stellar defense as well. There have not, per se, been a plethora of opportunities as we take a look here at the player who is down at the moment. Here's everything is okay. This will be a throw-in for Rush. They have to be careful, though. Pressure from the offense for North Miami. Can they hang on? That take is rejected. Now it's Noel. Pushes. Out to the right side. Ball is crossed in. Sent out just to the top of the box, left side. And now, a chance in transition. Pownall. Some numbers here available for Rush, and ultimately defended there at the back line by Pierre Denelson. That looked promising at first, but you could kind of see it start to slow down a little bit as the ball was approaching that attacking third. They are tending to somebody right now for North Miami who is slow to get up. Not sure who this is. I'll try my best to give you that number when I can. We even see the keeper for Plantation Rush looking on to make sure he's okay, which does seem to be the case. It's Michael Bittner McPherson, who is the keeper right now for Rush. And North Miami having to play some defense here. Ball is thrown in from the left side. Opportunity almost there for McCrary to take a chance at it. They did not get any stoppage time after the first half, but whoa, that's close. That is close. I thought that was going in for a second. It's just saying we didn't really get any stoppage time after the first half, but with some of the injuries that we've seen. Again, huge chance there for an equalizer from Rush. All to result in a goal kick for North Miami. But nonetheless, Rush, no surprise, putting the home team on notice after the opener scored by Niall Elise back in the 57th. And naturally, North Miami attempting to extend what is currently a 1-0 lead. Another goal here with the way this match has gone could potentially be devastating for Rush. Winner plays in the regional final in a week. And the winner of that advances to the 32-team adventure that will take place for the UPSL fall season for 2024. Glad you're with us here tonight on Vader Media as we continue our live coverage of the UPSL fall season playoffs. Set piece ahead here for Rush. It's taken by Ogevile. Now they take the direct ball into the box, headed away. Chance for Pownell. Was some contact, doesn't matter. That ball sailed away from the cage. A couple of sequences here where Rush have been threatening. See that tight defense? I think that may have been Pierre there for North Miami, who had the defense at first. That kind of stopped the play from developing as quickly as Plantation Rush would have liked it to. But chance to add to the lead. The ball escapes away from the keeper. McPherson, who will give a corner here to North Miami. This one in minute number 70. About 20 minutes and some change left in regulation. And ultimately, Michael Bittner McPherson comes up with it almost instantly. Do Rush have another opportunity in their wheelhouse as they try to respond to the opener and send a forward into the box? Messias, who's been active in this second half. I don't believe he played in the first half. Nothing going as, again, that's a nice stop by this defense for North Miami, but again, they are on notice right now. Nothing is safe. This will be a long 20-plus minutes. Players wanting an explanation on the decision by our referee. There is a player down right now for Rush, it would seem. After all this, though, it's in the hands of the keeper. And if you're North Miami, what is your strategy up 1-0 with still a lot of time, but the advantage here today? Do you try and just run this clock out? Do you try to attack again? They stayed on the attack after the opening goal, but Rush's offense did pick some steam up after that, as Alizi falls down with no foul. Rush will throw it in from the minus half. Alizi fell down. There was no call provided. Ruled incidental. Olmedo looking to push across midfield, but another stopped sequence, and each one of those will wind time down. Again, season on the line. Both of these teams have played a really good game, particularly on the defensive end. You wish every match could be as even as the one that we have seen tonight. For the road team, do they have a response in them? Chance to toss it in here from the attacking third, pretty close to the box there. And we'll see if they go long on this throw-in. We've seen some long throw-ins tonight. This is Messias, who does take it pretty long. It will stay within the left side of the 6-yard area. Ball is being pushed now to the corner with a one-on-one fight for it. That is great defense from North Miami. Now they will attempt to attack in transition, pushing a couple of numbers ahead of the play. Referee points to our right. This ball, at least for the time being, will stay with North Miami. Again, if you're just joining us or if you missed it, 57th minute, Alizi coming off his 4-goal performance in the last game for North Miami, adding to that tonight with the opener. Again, in the 57th minute, began off a touch from a set piece. And ever since then, Rush have been attempting to equalize naturally. We have seen effort from North Miami to add to that 1-0 lead. Again, curious how much stoppage time will be awarded. We have seen a couple of somewhat extended pauses. Nothing outrageous, but at one point we did have a player down for a minute or two, and sequences like that could lengthen the amount of time that's on this clock, which works out well in Plantation Rush's favor. Opportunity here at the corner for Olmedo to work something out, but the ball is going the other way. Another missed opportunity here for Rush. They had McCrary forward. Amongst others. Also saw Sebastian Diaz, a substitute, number 8 there, who is in the field of view on that play, but all for naught, at least for now. They will try again, only to be stopped again. Now North Miami, a set piece from just behind midfield. Again, their goal was scored off a pass, off a set piece. It was scored after the ball was kicked and then crossed and then scored, if my memory serves me correctly. So if you are Rush, you don't want to give up too many of those. And if you're North Miami, you have to be careful here. Rush will move quickly. They will create opportunities in the blink of an eye, which is what they're trying to do here, and they do! All even at 1 apiece. Could not have asked for a better moment. The 77th minute goal. Not sure who scored it. I want to say it was 9, Carlos McCrary. But I will wait for confirmation. 1 goal apiece. And potentially looking at overtime here. With a lot of time left to go. Wow. What a fantastic take. A lead that lasted for about 20 minutes. But ultimately, the inability to tack another one on for North Miami hurt them. It felt like, and I even said this after that opening goal, all that Plantation Rush had to do was stick to their script. Keep doing what they were doing. And it worked out. Another corner kick here. This one will take place in the 79th for North Miami. Low lining kick that sails a bit too far. With Miami having some trouble finding space to pass. Ball is sent to the center. Alizi, who's been deadly, as that ricocheted away. Looks like yet again another corner coming up here for North Miami. 77th minute goal. Plantation Rush has tied this game. This will actually be a throw-in, close to a corner, but ultimately did not cross the end line. And now, Rush, slated to take over, at least for the time being. You wonder if those North Miami forwards will press. Try to create a quick scoring opportunity. Does the road team have an opportunity to take its first lead? We'll have to wait for this sequence to develop to find out. Stevenson trying to potentially find Gerard in the box. And now, Rush. They are pushing the ball just a bit too far. This right here is where the free kick was taken by North Miami. That set up their opener. This is going to be a throw-in, but still you get eerily familiar memories. You see the ball go there for the home team. An intense final few minutes before stoppage. You'd be surprised to see them at least 3 or 4 minutes extra. Here is a free kick for Rush. They'll have it from the left side of the area. Again, they have not led tonight. They scored the equalizer in the 77th. It looks like we have the all clear to let this one go. Taken short. Header off the crossbar. Wow. Second chance off the rebound. Deflected away. 2 blue jerseys to stop the transition attack by Metellus, and a free kick coming up. This was close. I don't think you can set that up any more perfectly. Inches away from a lead. Rush are not done yet, though. From the center, across midfield. Sias, high cross, zips out of the area. That ball is simply driven away for another throw-in for Rush. Goal kick for Rush. They'll take it short. Don't be surprised to see them try to go direct in just a few moments, especially with the pressure here from Elise. Well, they didn't that time necessarily. Besides, crosses! And the keeper is there. 3 numbers forward. You can still see them. Left of center on your screen. Another big opportunity, as this game seems to have opened up for these offenses here in the second half. Evidenced not just by the goals scored, the 57th minute for North Miami and the 77th for Plantation Rush. They'll try to push it in again. And just a reminder, and you can see it here, how quickly these sequences develop for Rush. Desir, closer to the center, there to Pierce. Rush will attempt to push. You can feel some of this pressure from this offense. North Miami is being forced to defend right now. And what I mean by that is just simply having to reject the ball away from the box and force Rush to work from midfield. This looks like this will be a throw-in for North Miami. Not a lot of numbers forward. They're starting to bring them in now. Won't matter here is a collision between a couple of players that leads to a free kick. Pretty decent spot here. Similar, if I'm not mistaken, to where it was taken from on the lead up to their first goal. Back in the 57th. Looking to break this tie. Here we go. And an anticlimactic ending that time, as assisted by the Plantation Rush defense. Elise skips it over the crossbar. As we play through stoppage now, a nice defensive stop by Marcus Truniger. But it will result in another set piece, this time a corner for North Miami. They've had a handful of those tonight. And stopped immediately by Bittner McPherson. Now here in the 92nd. Do Rush have a response of their own in the waning minutes of regulation? We are in stoppage time in South Florida. Some patience at first. Now they will cross midfield. Trying to put some numbers up. Ball is caromed out of the way. A player down here for North Miami. Writhing in pain. Certainly hope that all is well here. Appears that he's ready to get up. And ultimately for North Miami, a free kick. Here we go. They'll try again. Like I've said multiple times, it doesn't take long to create opportunities for this team. Can they get one here? Maybe not. And perhaps not a whole lot of time left for either one of these teams to break this tie in regulation. Quick attack from North Miami. Looks like the home team will have a chance to throw it in left side of the box. Not much time left. And that will do it for regulation. 1-1. Between North Miami, Island Soccer Academy, and Plantation Rush, a 55th minute goal, followed by a 77th minute goal. We are headed to overtime. Take a look at our match highlights. They're brought to you by Vader Media. It was one of the early opportunities for Rush. North Miami had that one skip off the woodwork. How about this opportunity started by Metellus. Bounced off the keeper. This was a first half opportunity for Plantation Rush to strike first. And another one as well. It was a first half that had some significant chances. Didn't feel like it always, but now looking back at the highlights, you can see just how close these teams got. But ultimately, the second half, Elise, who else? But about 20 minutes later, which we'll get to in a second, it was the rapidly developed goal by Rush that equalized. I think this one is it right here. Yes, it is. Wow. What a game. What a fun time in regulation. And overtime coming up. Alrighty, here we go. Overtime. Tied at 1. North Miami and Plantation. North Miami Island Soccer Academy, Plantation, Rush. Rush are wearing the blues. They will go left to right. So here we go. Winner with a spot in the Florida South final next weekend. And that match for a trip to the national tournament for the fall season. Ball is picked up there by the keeper. Goals were scored in the 57th for North Miami, 77th for Plantation. In the 57th, it was Elise who had the opener. And no surprise there with the 4 goals he had. The 4 goals in the last game for North Miami. So far, North Miami having to play a bit more defense in these first couple of minutes. The attacking from Rush, it's been palpable tonight. If you were with us moments ago, you saw those highlights from both halves. Couple of minutes into the overtime period. Some frustration here from North Miami's Paulson Pierre. Does look like this will indeed benefit Rush. There is a player, though, who appears to be in some pain for the road team. Some conversations here with the referee, some players, and a free kick to ensue. Pretty good spot here. And nothing that time. Here's the corner. And that one supervised by the keeper as it bounces out of play, and an opportunity for North Miami to start from its back line. They'll start to push pretty quickly. Again, though, defense really tightened here for Plantation Rush. Since a few minutes after the opener by Elise. How do Rush have a chance again? They have not led at any point tonight as that one harmlessly skips across the pitch and wide of the cage. So 5 minutes in. Very mild drama to start the overtime period. And naturally, if you score first, it's difficult for the other team to come back. But the way this game's gone tonight, don't be surprised for what happens. North Miami trying for an attack. Here's Elise. He's got numbers available, but there are a lot of numbers back for Rush as well. As Elise falls down, there is no foul. Rush will attempt to counter. Here's Perez, Miguel Perez, a substitute from tonight, pushing the ball ahead. And he was able to find his man at first. It's another substitution, Sebastian Diaz, who had it, but nothing going. Ball rolls toward the touchline, picked up there. Some patience here from North Miami again as they try to set something up at about the flanks. Ground ball to the center. That one is taken. I think it may have taken a deflection off of somebody from Rush. And ultimately, that trip down comes up empty, but set up pretty well for a North Miami offense that has been sputtering a little bit since a few minutes after that opener. Now they have a chance as they try to power their way into the box. Won't stay there very long, though. Now Rush on the counter. Only for the moment, though, with Miami with a set piece. Here's Pierre. Nothing for the midfielders to do. So to the defense go North Miami. That's Paulson Pierre, by the way, number 3. Here's Diaz. One-on-one. Diaz tripped up. Play resumes. And now a foul, but the ball going the other way as Diaz dragged his defender down after he fell down. And I think he's frustrated that the first time he went down there was no foul. The second time I can understand them calling it for sure. It looks like maybe out of a touch of frustration he commits that foul. The first one, though, I don't know. I always say the officials have a better vantage point than I do. But ultimately, North Miami take advantage of a free kick. th minute. North Miami scored in the 57th. Plantation Rush scored in the 77th. Teams had some decent opportunities in the first half. Some that got really close. But ultimately playing here in overtime. Trying to determine plays for the regional final in a week. Elise. Right into the center there. Down goes. I think that's even at Noel, who just fell down. He is in the box. He is in the box. Let's check the replay and see exactly where this was called. Oh my goodness. That is a huge foul by Truniger. And now, a chance for North Miami to retake the lead. And the toughest test for the defense for Rush tonight Who else would take this but Alizi? Here we go. He's got it! He's got it! Niall Alizi! He has given North Miami his second goal tonight and the lead on a PK in minute number 102. And now, North Miami will have to defend for a little bit here. They're not out of the water yet, but a much more difficult task now for Rush, which had the resilience to score in the 77th. But this hero of this regional tournament, number 10 for North Miami, so tough to stop. And what can Rush do as they try for the counter here quickly right off the bat following the goal in the 102nd minute? They've got a chance to equalize. Trying to push it into the box there. It's still in there. There are a lot of numbers. Keeper is away from the net, and he's able to come up with it. Still easily 20 or more minutes left here for the road team to equalize. And it would not be a shock if they can do so. No question about that. Now the question is, can North Miami, should they decide to do so, attack and score again and put this game effectively out of reach? They'll try here, as a cannon from distance does not stand a chance. Just a gut-wrenching foul in the box. If you're Rush, and if you're North Miami, you're one more overtime period away from playing on. Wow, what a game it's been. This has been nothing short of entertaining wire to wire. Direct ball, sent down, ultimately nothing there. Had a couple numbers up, did Rush, not enough. So now into some stoppage here, presumably not a lot, but a little bit of extra time here in this first overtime period. Perez, Diaz, saved! What a massive stop! He had one earlier that was on a free kick in the first half that looked a little bit similar to this one, but this one, ever the more heroic. Wow. I have to wonder if that was going in. I mean, with the trajectory of the ball from the vantage point that I have, I'm not sure, but either way, a fantastic effort And we go to the second overtime period. This is the UPSL Fall 2024 playoffs on Vader Media. Back with you for our second and final overtime period, barring penalties. In what's been an entertaining evening in South Florida. And two players down here quickly at the onset. Let's see where this collision happens. Ooh. It wasn't even as egregious as I thought. The Plantation Rush player in particular is up, but number 4, Hushan Pierre, is slow to get up for Miami. Doesn't look to be anything too serious. At least let's hope so. Usually when they stretch like that, it's something like a cramp. I always say as an announcer, I don't speculate on injuries, but cramps are the one thing I usually do because they tend to happen very similarly and resolve similarly as well. Like this with Jean-Pierre standing up here and stretching. But now over here, I didn't see this one. Over here we have somebody for North Miami who's down as well and also being helped up to his feet. Let's see if he's able to put power, or his weight, pardon me, on his calf. Back underway. And boy, North Miami would really benefit themselves, goes without saying, but especially given the situation. One more goal would be massive. There's still 12 minutes plus stoppage time remaining here in the overtime period, and with how quickly their opponent tonight is able to put goals into the back of the net, one more goal would effectively close the door. What do Rush have in store? Down one. They have never led tonight. They tied it with about 23 minutes plus stoppage left in regulation. But they conceded the goal in the 102nd on a PK. And both of North Miami's goals scored by who else? The man of the match from their quarterfinal win, Niall Elise. And you see him over there trying to pressure the keeper, who's able to come up with it fairly quickly, although I think there's a set piece actually coming up off of this one. And indeed there is. Player down here for North Miami. Inside their own box, and he gets back up, and you've started to see more of this as the match has worn on. Has to be especially difficult. You know, you've already played 20 extra minutes. Trying to maintain strength here. We didn't even have stoppage added to the end of the first 45 and played about 5 minutes or so in the second and a brief minute or so in the first overtime period. Rush will pressure. Really good look here. Man down in the box. And it's waved off. No foul. That could have been massive, as it was a PK that gave North Miami the lead in overtime. About 9 minutes plus stoppage left. Still so much time on this clock. Can Rush take advantage? They'll have to defend for now. There's a couple numbers up, but they're able to keep it away from Elise, whose attempts to chase it down. Players go tumbling. And somebody has just gotten carded here in the 112th minute. I think it might be Elise or the other member of North Miami who was attempting to help get the ball back. As the transition opportunity came to a stall there for North Miami prior to that card. Offside flag has been raised. Rush are wasting no time. Chance at the left side. Ball crossed down. A couple of players were there. Neither one could come up with it. Missed opportunity on a ball that appears it was set up there by Diego Cabrera, number 18. And it passed in front of a couple of other blue jerseys. Not done yet here, though, on this sequence as they try immediately to fire again. Now from the right side, it's a one-on-one close to the corner. Some backup being provided. Somebody from North Miami just went falling hard there off a collision. I think somebody also for Plantation Rush is also down. Again, like I said earlier, you're seeing more of this as the game wears on. But he just got booked as well. It would seem. I thought I saw a card go up. It's hard to tell from here, but I think somebody may have gotten carded. But I'm not sure. 114th minute. Here in overtime. Go to 120. Plus stoppage. Looks like we'll have a decent amount of stoppage, too. At the end of the second period, we've seen multiple sequences in which players have been down and needing to be tended to or stretch or whatnot. And like I said earlier, this does benefit the team in the deficit. Another player down for Rush. Time it was Pownall. Throw in just behind midfield, rolls out. Stays with Rush. Chance to push the ball into the cage. Redirected. Now down the left touchline. Perez attempting to get something going. Foul. This will be massively beneficial, though, here to Rush as they will take a free kick. Over on the plus side. Not too far away from the box. The chances are waning, but they're still there. You can feel it. And we'll see who takes this. For the time being, looks like 23. Michael Reed there for Rush. In the waning moments of the 116th. Here it is. Takes a curve. Headed out of the box. And a little bit surprised there that they did not call the foul against Noel. Keeper is out. Keeper is out, at least for now, for Rush. And you wonder, will they keep him out? Not a whole lot to lose at this point. There's still a decent amount of time left, depending on how much stoppage they decide to add. And now, Elise on the counter, fires, and he puts it wide to the left. It was an open net, and if he had just had the right angle, this game would have effectively been over. Wow. He has been the hero. Both goals for North Miami have been scored by number 10. It's definitely a tough shot despite the open net. It had to be taken quickly in transition there, but ultimately, the road team is still alive. Chance for a cross. Numbers were in there, close to the 18. But as has been the story with this 2-1 North Miami lead, the opportunities have just come and gone multiple times. We saw a cross earlier that rolled by 2 strikers for Plantation Rush. Boy, that was close. What a job once again by the keeper, who's had such a phenomenal day. And that was a play that I almost thought was going to go in as well. We'll be looking at these in days to come, depending on how this one shapes. Looks like just 2 up there for Elise to pass to. And now a free kick coming up for North Miami. This is dangerous. And it's going to be taken very quickly there by Giffrard. Ball just gets into the box. Defended well. Now in transition. Do Rush have anything? Not this time. Final minute leading up to stoppage. In an overtime period in which Elise scored the go-ahead in the 102nd on a PK. Deep ball. Again, they had players available. That one has sailed way over the woodwork. And another wasted chance for Rush. Let's see how long North Miami takes on this goal kick. Still not done yet. This is looking pretty good. McCrary. Shot, save, blocked, rebound! Out to the left side. And a ball caromed up into the sky. Wow. Once again. Fortunate for North Miami that one doesn't go in. As we are in stoppage time. Here for overtime, a corner kick for Plantation Rush. Miguel Perez takes it, and I wonder if once again that wind made it difficult to keep inside the penalty area, as now the ball rolls out to midfield. And now it's just a matter of how much extra time can these players take advantage of. Some frustrations being exchanged there, and a quick yellow card seems to have been shown to a couple of players. Now 1 minute into stoppage. Rush have come so close to tying in overtime. But the resiliency of this defense for North Miami is currently what stands out. As the referees look to complete the bookings, again, is what it seems like. And we await this free kick. Spot on at midfield, just about. Now pushing through. Elise can't get his footing, and his marker falls off of him, and he is irate that there's not an infraction called there. Rush have to move quickly here. They are at the mercy of stoppage time. Do they have a miracle left? Ball crossed and just skips past McCreary. He had an opportunity to pick it up. Wow, and there was one other striker there as well. The man who committed the foul that led to the winning or go-ahead PK for North Miami. Still a chance though. Oh, and that one is wasted as well as it rolls out along the end line. How close can you get if you're Plantation Rush to equalizing here in overtime and forcing penalties? There have been so many moments since the go-ahead goal, and up to this point, all for naught. And now playing with precious seconds here, as this kick will be taken all the way past midfield there. Rejected almost immediately. Referee points the way of Rush. Player is down for the moment, but seeming to get back up. That's Reed, 23 in blue. Keeper is out. And again, I wonder if he'll stay out. Oh, looks like we may have had a handball. And it looks like that's going to be it. Niall Elise likely will get his second player of the match in a row. In the 57th and in the 102nd, he scores for a 2-1 win in overtime over Plantation Rush. Wow, what a game. As we take a look at these highlights right here, there's the first one for 10 in the 57th minute. Here's the equalizer in the 77th. That was a beauty as well. But a devastating, devastating foul in the 102nd minute. This right here, 16. And who else on the PK? The region final for Florida South coming up for North Miami Island Soccer Academy. Well, we'd like to thank you for joining us here tonight on Vader Media. Our incredible production and camera crew bringing you the live coverage from Miami, Florida, where North Miami Island Soccer Academy has taken down Plantation Rush, a final of 2-1. This is Spencer Bohm saying so long from South Florida. An updated look at your bracket. It will be North Miami and Little Haiti on Saturday next weekend. Thank you so much. We'll see you next time.